All right, let's talk about something really powerful. How to combine our own natural human curiosity with artificial intelligence to unlock a totally new level of learning. This isn't about replacing your brain, not at all. It's about giving it a major upgrade. So let's dive in. You know the drill, right? We've all done it. You have a question, you pop it into an AI, and boom, you get an answer instantly. It feels like magic. But here's the thing we have to ask ourselves. Are we just getting a quick answer, or are we actually learning? Because there's a world of difference between the two. And that difference is huge. Look at it this way. On one side, you've got shallow information. It's fast, sure. It's passive. You don't have to work for it. But let's be honest, it's usually forgettable. Then, on the other side, you've got deep knowledge. This stuff is earned. It's active. It's the kind of understanding that sticks with you, and it genuinely changes the way you see the world. So the big question is, how do we get more of that deep knowledge? Well, it starts by changing our whole relationship with AI. We need to stop seeing it as just an answer machine and start treating it like a real partner in our learning. And in any good partnership, everyone has a clear role. Your role, you're the thinker. You're the one asking the big, meaningful questions, using your own judgment and coming up with new ideas. The AI's role? It's the assistant. Its job is to organize all the messy information, explain concepts, and just generally speed up the process of discovery. You are always, always in the driver's seat. And this right here, this is the most important rule of the whole framework. AI can help, it can assist, but the actual hard work, the thinking, the reasoning, the struggling to finally understand something, that responsibility is always on us. It has to be. Okay, so with that partnership set up, let's get practical. How does this actually work? Well, it all comes down to a simple, repeatable, 6-stage learning cycle. And don't just think of this as a checklist. It's more like a roadmap. It's a path that can take you from that initial little spark of a question all the way to building real, practical knowledge you can actually use. So let's walk through the first half. It all starts with curiosity. That's step 1. A clear, specific question that you actually want to answer. Step 2 is exploration. Here's where you use your AI assistant to get the basic rundown and some good examples. But then comes step 3, and this one is absolutely crucial: verification. AIs can be wrong. They can make stuff up. So you have to check what it tells you against other reliable sources. This step is non-negotiable. You see, the whole point of these first stages isn't just to memorize some definitions. The goal is to truly understand the concept. We're trying to grasp the why and the how, not just the what. Now for the second half of the cycle. This is where that information really transforms into skill. Stage 4 is reconstruction. You have to make the knowledge your own, maybe by rewriting it in your own words or trying to teach it to someone else. Then comes creation. You have to apply it, build something, write an article, do an experiment. And finally, stage 6, reflection. You step back and ask, okay, what's really clear to me now? And what's my next question? And that final step, reflection, is what makes this whole thing a powerful loop. See, real learning isn't a straight line with a finish line. It's a cycle, and every single time you go through it, your understanding gets deeper, clearer, and a whole lot stronger. So where does this cycle actually lead you? If you stick with it, it puts you on a very deliberate path. A path from just being a learner to becoming a true master of a subject. And you can kind of see the progression here. You start out as a learner, just focused on understanding ideas and asking good questions. Then you level up to a builder, where you're actually applying what you know to solve problems or create projects. And finally, you can reach the level of master, where you're able to teach others and even develop brand new ideas. And that's really what mastery is all about, isn't it? It's not about using a bunch of fancy jargon. It's about understanding a topic so deeply that you can make it seem simple and clear to someone else. That is the true sign of deep knowledge. All right, finally, to make this whole system really work, you need to have a purpose behind it. We need some guardrails, some rules of the road, to make sure our learning is genuine and responsible. Think of this like your own personal constitution for learning. Rule 1, use AI as a tool, not as a replacement for your own brain. Rule 2, always, always verify the information. Rule 3, create your own understanding. Don't just copy and paste. And finally, be honest about what you know and share what you learn responsibly to help others out. Because look, this is the ultimate goal.
This framework isn't just about learning facts. It's really designed to empower you to become an independent, critical thinker, someone who can contribute real, meaningful knowledge back to the world.
So, I'll just leave you with this one question. AI has access to pretty much all of the world's information. The tool is here, the data is all there. The real question is, what will you create with it? That's the part that's up to you.